So hi, welcome to this week's video. This week I got some stuff that I want to do and some stuff that I need to do. And to be quite honest, this week just started in a very great note. I had I had a doctor's appointment that just got canceled, and so the week just started in a great note. But anyway, that's some stuff that I need to do. That involves organizing some stuff in my room. It's still quite a mess, and there is some projects that I want to start and that I don't want to make a single video to do them. So I'm probably gonna start a bunch of things this week, and if I finish them in this video, that's great. If I don't, I can finish them later. I don't know how much I'm gonna film of each of those things because I don't want to spend too much time editing this video. It's not that I'm getting sick, it's just editing takes a lot of time because I don't schedule myself very well. So I end up taking a lot of time. Also, I got some courses that I want to keep doing. Like, I started them a long time ago and I want to catch up. So that is that too. Yeah, I don't know. So for today, it's Monday. Like I said, just started the week. And I feel like I'm gonna start with an easy one. I got some stuff that I need to organize in the room, some stuff that I need to change. Like, I started organizing my shelf, but I'm not feeling confident. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but I have some glasses in here and I'm not feeling confident in letting them there. So I'm gonna put them closer to the floor. But the main thing that I need to do is to fix my pegboard. So I bought this pegboard I don't know, maybe last month, and it is in the need of a frame. It's been sitting kind of tucked away in a corner between my wardrobe and the wall. The only thing what I was waiting is to go buy some wood to make like a frame, so it has some distance between the wall and the pegboard itself, so it can be useful. And then we did that last Saturday. So now it's just a question of nail the wood in the frame, like in the borders. And I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole frame for it or if I'm just gonna do the top and the bottom, because yeah, probably gonna spend less wood and I'm gonna have more holes available on the pegboard. Yeah, I think that is it for today. So let's go. Why the fuck I did that? Okay, so I just went through all of this of nails 2 times. And the only nail that I found that is sharp enough is like this one. Wait, this one. And even there, like, it's not short enough. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to use some screws, and I'm probably gonna use the holes. Didn't want to do that, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah. Okay, so what I end up using for nail the pegboard into the wood is this kind of corkboard pin that look a little bit like nails, and it does the job well of holding the pegboard in place. But the thing is a corkboard pin, so when I was hammering it, it kept bending itself, which is not that great. And after a while, I discovered that it would be way better if I just got a nail and nail that first and then put the corkboard pin. I don't know the name of this in English. That's why I'm saying that is a corkboard pin. And I'm too lazy to look for it. So I also have to sew the rest of the wood too, trimming down to the size of the pegboard. And with the rest that I trim down, I make the bottom parts. In the bottom, I made 2 to go in the corners and 1 to go in the middle. The ones in the bottom corners is just in case we need to screw it in the bottom part too. So after a lot of sawing and a lot of hammering, me messing up, and then have to fix what I mess up. The pegboard had a frame, and frame in quotation marks because you know it's not actually a whole frame going to all the perimeter of it, but the pegboard stand out of the wall, which is what it needs to do to be functional. So go achieve. Not gonna lie, this is very lackluster for the amount of work that I just did. Yeah, but it's finished. This is the back, and let me see if I can just, and this is the front. Like, now I just have to find a way to put it in the wall, but this is it. This is all our casualties. I've been a lot of them. So later in the day, I just decided to organize some stuff or change the stuff that I needed around, especially the glasses. Like, I was really afraid of letting them high up in the shelf. So yeah, that was the main goal, the main thing that I wanted to change. I also decided to start making the hanger for the banner that I did in my last video. I am using this piece of wood that I got it from some old hangers that broke. It's not the best quality wood, but I think it will serve. And I made it like the little thing and proceeded to break almost immediately in the same day while I was trying to pass some string to the holes that I made. And I took that as a sign to me just call the day off. been editing for an hour and a half. No, I think it's an hour. I was hoping that me and my dad could put the pegboard, because if you see it's not there yet, put the pegboard up, but I don't think that is gonna happen today. So I probably gonna do something else. Also, it's getting very late and very dark, so I'm probably gonna keep up with one of my courses. I bought this, I think it's Introduction to Pro Tools a while back, and I started, but then I kind of fell out of it, and I have to come back. So I'm probably gonna stay on it in the afternoon, this afternoon, and then call it out. Probably gonna have to redo some parts because I forgot. But yeah, that's it for today, I guess. So it's Wednesday, and like I said before, I didn't had any plans because I was supposed to go to the doctor, but it got canceled. And I was just doing some editing while my cell phone was charging, and doing some editing and organizing some footage. But also I restarted making the hanger for the banner, and let me show what I'm kind of thinking. So basically what I'm thinking is that I could use one of these things, put a bit on the end, go through here, and then probably make a loop and use a chain to kind of hang it on both sides. And the thing is, if I want to change anything like the bead, the chain, I can always redo it. The only thing that I'm trying to decide like is the color of the chain against my wall. I'm trying to see if it's gonna look like good with the banner itself, but also against my wall, because my wall is kind of a green. You probably can't see anything, but I think the gold one is too much, and I didn't test with silver yet, but I'm more, yeah, I didn't test with silver yet, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna look so good. I also have this dark chain, like full on black, but I don't know if you can see it, but full on black, but it doesn't look so good. And also I don't have any of these little things that I forgot the name in English in black. So the one that I like the most is this kind of rusty kind of gold color, so I'm probably gonna go with that. Hey, also wanna see something very cute. Mom saved this little guy of our dogs. They trying to eat him, and he fell out of his nest. They probably gonna send him into a wild animals shelter that we have close here to our house. But yeah, this little guy went to so much today. So today's Friday, and yesterday I didn't film anything because I was trying to fix this frame. It lost the things that keep the thing on here, and I'm trying to fix it. I'm using this thing that I cut from one of these spirals that people use to do calendars and notebooks with, and I'm trying to find something to glue. I did try contact cement and wood glue, but the thing is, I first put it in on here and I couldn't pass the thing or the glass into the frame. So what I'm probably gonna do is bend them here and do like this. Oops. Glue them here like this, and so the frame can keep it in its place, and since it's like thin, it's probably not gonna be so much in the way of hanging the frame. And before you ask why just not use another frame, is because I made this thing specifically for this frame, this size of frame, and also I didn't want to throw it out because I kind of like it how the kind of rundown look matches with the embroidery. Anyway, also I want to try to put one of this in the frame. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put it here, so it's probably gonna be somewhere. It's probably gonna be somewhere in here. I could do in the back piece, but I don't know if that is gonna work. Anyway, I'm gonna see. Also, I have to see if the nail is not too long from this to go inside this. We also have that to take in question. But anyway, I'm gonna like fiddle my way around this and see how can I fix it. Yeah, that is the plan for today. So, I was looking in some of the frames that I have around here, and most of them only have a hole in here to be put on the nail, and I think I'm gonna do just that, like make a hole, probably this size, like right in here, so I can put it in the wall. Actually, no, in here, because this is the top part, probably in here, so I can just put it in the wall. And yeah, I think this is gonna be way easier. Also, the nail that I was planning to use is way longer than the frame, so that would not work out. So yeah, I think this is gonna be way better. So carving this hole was kind of a cumbersome process. I started using my awl and tried to hammer it, which was not working, and tried to kind of shimmy it around so I could carve it the hole more and make it so I could pass through a nail. That went way better when I had to bring the big guns, and by big guns I mean my carving kit. But it was a process of going in, see if it's big enough, and then coming again and twisting until the hole was big enough to feel like a nail head. Also, by big enough, I mean like the diameter, because it's a very shallow hole. This combination of words should not be said together, but anyway. And yeah, I kept going until I checked that I could pass a nail in the diameter. Also, I forgot to mention, but I add another little metal thing to the frame. You're probably gonna see it in the end. I added because I thought it would make the whole thing more secure, so the back doesn't fall out, because it was falling out. So the hole is made, the things are just drying, and it's gonna take a time to dry, like 1 day, maybe more. But while this is drying, I'm gonna try to find another place to back up the piece of fabric, because right now is in the back part that frames come with. So I'm probably gonna try to find a piece of paper that is not so flimsy, but is thin enough that it's not gonna create any bulk between the glass, this wood part, and the fabric. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this for today, and I hit you up when I'm finished. Okay, so here it is finished. This is the back. I'm gonna put some close-ups while I talk. I gotta say, it's not the best work. The little metals are a little bit flimsy, and I don't think it's that secure, but yeah, it's gonna work for now. I can try to find another frame later, but for now I think it's good. And I think that is it for me this week. I had another things planned for this week, but my hand keep hurting, and a lot of them involve using this hand. So I try to lay a little bit low, and that's it for this week. Thank you so much if you stay to the end of the video, and I see you in the next one. Bye. So I just wanna add, the pegboard is still here. It's not up. I don't know when it's going to be up. Okay, now let me go melt because it's so fucking hot.